performance mode. And we have to open the TikTok one. Where did it go? Okay. Hello, fishy. So we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you for the likes. It keeps closing that thing. I want to see more of this chat next to this one. Oh, good, you can hear me. No, don't do that. Just do that. Okay. Alright, so we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Gonna be as Slytherin as possible.
Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Well, can't open that yet because we don't have that ability. Let's spill. Oh, I don't have that either yet. Okay. What am I doing in here? Ooh, flying class. Or Depulso. Oh, we need Depulso for that challenge thing. The Merlin challenge. We have to push a boulder down a hill. We tried to pull it down a hill last time and I didn't like it. Doesn't work that way. You have to do exactly the spell they want you to do for each challenges. It's insanity. Hello, I like bread. Alright. We're gonna do things. We gotta wait in the circle. Hello, baby doll.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started.
That is loud.
Mr. Clopton,
Oh yeah, that is loud. Whew.
everyone, please welcome.
Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please. Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Thank you.
Please welcome a new student to our flying class. The goal of today is to remind
Oh, I thought we
all
were
of you
doing the
how to
Depulso
maneuver on a
class
broomstick
instead.
safely. As broom flight is, first and
Oh
foremost,
man.
a means of
Oh well.
transportation.
The broom is important. It helps you get around faster in the world, so
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops
both
will not
have
be
their
taught or even
advantages.
tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it?
For any new
See how well everyone kept
people
up
that
with
haven't seen me play this yet, I'm playing as House Slytherin. It's my first Slytherin character that I've had, and I'm trying to be as Slytherin as possible. Like, all out Slytherin, selfish, determined, just any possible way. I was already rude to a couple of students. I've been rude to some professors. So I'm going to keep it going. Usually I play people pleasers because I want everybody to like my character, which is terrible. You should not be that way. So I'm trying to break out of my box. Yeah, it's
None of that side saddle nonsense.
it's sad. So I'm trying to break out of the box and be a little more edgy, a little more traditional Slytherin.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
For instance, there was a quest where
Now,
this girl lost like a family heirloom in a lake, and either she's like afraid of swimming or she sucks at swimming. I don't know. She was also a Slytherin, and she asked me to go retrieve it from the lake, and so I did. It was really easy. Like, she could have done it. And I retrieved the item, and then when I brought it back to her, when I've played before, I'm like, oh yeah, here's your item. It was no problem at all. And then when I was a Slytherin, I was like, here's your item, but you owe me some money. So just like things like that. Little quirks. You know, Slytherins they're determined to do what they want to do because they want to do it, and there's some sort of goal at the end of doing it. Like, why else would they do something? They're not gonna waste their own time, so... Also, if anyone hasn't played Hogwarts Legacy, you start out as a 5th year at Hogwarts. So all your classmates already know like all these spells and everything, and they've been doing it for a while, and so you are basically learning from the bottom up. And you did get a little private lesson from a teacher that brought you to Hogwarts. You almost got killed by a dragon. So you can see the beasts that only those that have witnessed or almost witnessed death can see. I forget their names right now, but they're like the black horses with wings. And yeah, so this character is very special. Also, this character can see ancient magic, which is something that not many witches or wizards can see. So that's another thing that makes this game a little bit different. Also, we are set at a time way before Harry Potter. So, he's not in the game at all.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met.
Like, we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna break the rules. We're gonna do all that. When I was the Hufflepuff character, I was like, are we gonna get in trouble?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour.
I myself am a Ravenclaw, so that was the first house that I picked. I played a little bit of the game, but watching you makes me want to pick it up again. Yes, and very soon here, I think it's either the end of this year or next year, I think they said they're going to be releasing the DLC for the Triwizard Tournament. Oh, see, Hufflepuff is great because you get to go to Azkaban as Hufflepuff, but none of the other houses get to go. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that DLC to come, because then I'll definitely be playing this game again. Like, I want to play every house, but you can only have 3 save files at once. So I might just make another account on my Xbox, so I don't have to delete any of them.
There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Return to the court.
And a jaunt around
But yeah, so this game, it's like a lot of fun. I do love the open world of it. I love sandbox games where you can kind of go wherever you want, do whatever you want. You don't have to follow the path. You don't have to do the quests that they want you to do when they want you to do them. You can just do whatever you want. In a completely magical world, like, that's what it's about. Being able to explore and as if you were living in that time.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from
Nerd,
each of
got
you
in
for
trouble.
not following my instructions.
Little Ravenclaw.
Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the
Nah.
proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa.
Chin up.
To admit, those
That was some rather good flying.
It was fun. Let's see. I have no regrets, or I wish we hadn't got in trouble. Oh, I have no regrets.
was worth losing a few house points for that.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own.
When I did the class with
Home on a broom.
the giant balls that you have to get into the zones, like the 50 zone, the 40, the 30, the 20, or if you go too hard, you can knock them off. I was playing to win, and I knocked the girls' balls off, and one of my own.
I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at
That was
Spintwitches
fun.
in
I really
Oxford.
like doing that.
He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Room at Spintwitches. I'd be on it now.
Oh, you little whiner. Alright, let's go to that spell class, because I need that spell.
If I could afford the new Bright Spark broom at
Acquire and use a
Spintwitches,
focus
I'd
potion,
be on it
and then
now.
acquire Maxima and Eldris potions, and use them simultaneously. Well... Oh, the Room of Requirement I just got. The only thing I really like the Room of Requirement for is the animal keeping and being able to make like all of the potions and plants and everything that you need. That's it. I don't like it for anything else. I don't care about decorating the walls or changing the look of it, changing the theme. I always do like a rainy, not like melancholy, but like chill room is like my favorite. Probably because, you know, we have so many droughts in California, so if I could be in a world where it rains whenever I want it to, that's what I want. That's what I pick. Alright, we got all those. Now, in order to do that...
I've not forgotten
Of
about our
course you do,
library lecture.
Sebastian.
How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
I forgot how to call the
Place
broom
there.
now. I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. We will fast travel.
Corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for some way you
And
can
we're gonna
focus on your
go
studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
magical neep. Oh no, wait, we need to go here. But yeah, I didn't beat the game as Ravenclaw, but I did beat the game as Hufflepuff. And so thank you for the follow, baby doll. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I want to beat the game as Slytherin, as a true Slytherin. And I also did not learn Avada Kedavra last time, so I definitely want to learn that.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of
Oh
any
my gosh,
assistance at
okay.
all.
Well, I'm about to be poor. A focus potion. And...
A wise decision. Thank you.
Idris potion. And I think I said a Maxima. And I have to use them simultaneously. I hope you don't, because that means I'm spending more money. Speak with Perry Pippin?
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Why? Oh.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so
let's
often,
see.
giving me no time to brew?
I am not happy to
If you
help
take
because
this
I'm not a
rather
people pleaser,
irritating task
so
off my
she sounds
hands,
annoying.
I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
That's right.
Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right.
I'd rather not deal with difficult people, but for a reward, I think I can manage.
Indeed. Here are the invisibility potions she
Okay.
requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's
Why are
a
you
talented
walking so
potioneer in
slow?
her own
Go.
right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
We gotta pet the cat. Always pet the kitties. I saw a Highland cow the other day and they wouldn't let me pet it. I was very upset. They should let you pet whatever animal you want to pet. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can pet the dogs and the cats. That is a very nice addition that they made to that game. Same. Yes, always pet all the animals if possible. Like, come on, that adds so much, like, replayability for me, is just petting the animals.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine, Willardsey, charmed. I was musing on the precious
Rome, you better
butterflies
knock
I
it
see
off.
at the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly
Rome.
were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible
The
stories
cat
about
is
it.
playing in the water. He
Had
likes to
irrationally
push the
fear
water out with
whatever
his paw. He's not even drinking it.
It's
He's
silly,
just
but I'm
being
insatiably
destructive
curious
and
as to
wasting
where the
water.
butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes. If you wouldn't mind.
Also, I don't like to ask all the questions because I've already asked them in previous games, so it's like going through it again and again, and it's like, I don't care about your dialogue.
How kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
I don't want to find the butterflies. I need to do the...
Butterflies always seem to be on the fringe
I need
of
to
the
fight
forbidden
things and use the potions. And what is this one for? Oh, the flight test. Might as well do that one. Turn around. Ta-da! Holding a quaffle. Yeah, how rude.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spin Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed
Oh,
since
shoot.
trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows, Wind Wisps too.
I'm poor
No
right
matter
now.
what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Well, I have enough for a broom. The one I want
Sounds
is
quite the array of
2,000.
brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Shoot. Is it the vibe? Maybe. Let's check this one. That one is cool because it's got the fire on the end of it.
That item is of the highest quality.
This one has the Slytherin on it, but no, not that one.
That item is of the highest quality.
Okay, this one, the Ember Dash broom. That's the one.
That item is of
I
the
couldn't call the
highest
broom because I
quality.
didn't have it.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Of course, it always happens that way, right? We forget about something to do in a game.
Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue.
I could do the
I
broom
have some
fright.
ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new
Also her
upgrade
out.
ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price.
Could
The
you
time trial
do?
should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Yeah, let's just steal right from him, right in front of him. Good plan.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Okay, now I can call the broom. I forget how to do it. Not that way. Okay, that's the... I'm gonna go to sleep, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your stream. It's very cozy. Aw, thank you, baby doll. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Not that one. Oh. Uh-huh. Now I can travel so much quickly. Quicker. Far quickly. Far more quickly. That's better. Oh, I used all my stamina. I forget, I have to buy the upgrades to make it easier to use. to the Quidditch pitch. Da 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 da. Yeah. Imelda.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Hello, Imelda. Albie Weeks sent me.
That's a pretty Slytherin thing.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping
sound
you into his
jealous.
broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition.
See, I want to
can't
be
be having
sassy
that.
like that to
Perhaps I am
everybody.
You can't
That
be
would
what
be the
passes
way to
for
do it.
Slytherin these days. Pff, ragged old hat's dropping its standards.
Bring it on,
Enough of
girl.
this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Let's go.
Made it!
I'm like the worst at riding the broom,
Brilliant.
operating vehicles. It's true. I'm terrible. The broom is like the
This is rather fun.
right now with it
Brilliant.
being very minimal in, well, 0 upgrades. Oh my gosh. It is too easy to overcorrect, and it's like the slightest movements you have to make in order for it to like do exactly what you need it to do. I'm gonna beat her dumb record. Because it's like the easiest record. She's like the captain, and this is her record? No wonder Slytherin hasn't won any Quidditch games in a while. Huzzah!
Made it!
No penalties.
Brilliant.
I got all the rings.
It wasn't too bad.
That's not. You must have cheated. Fine. You won.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
think this is over. You can't determine
I don't
skill
want
from
your
one single
respect.
trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're
Yeah.
not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want respect from the likes
I'm
of
sure
you.
it's so
All you do
hard.
is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time
Alright.
if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand
Now-
for Albie Weeks.
I need to go somewhere where I will fight I guess we could go to the Forbidden Forest. We go to the Forbidden Forest, we find somebody, something, probably those icky giant spiders, or the mongrels. The daffodils make some weird noises. Alright, so we need to have that quest selected. This one. Acquire and use a focus potion. Acquire Maxima and Idris potions and use them simultaneously. Okay. I think I wasn't supposed to buy them yet. I think if I did the quest for him, he was going to give me some for free. But we're past that. So... yeah. Ugh, ugly. Oh wait, I do have a black. That is ugly. That is so ugly of a broom. Wow. Ridiculous. That's a spell I would cast on that broom. Ridiculous. That's the best one we got. Time to fight something. First things first. That's the Idris. Oh wait. Maxima. Focus.
There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Huh? There they are. She wasn't making it up.
Following the flutterbys.
Well, we've come
the
this far.
flutterbys.
This one at sea might get an answer about these butterflies.
Okay. They could have picked a better route. Butterflies. Come on. Where are we going? Oh, there's a spider over there. Yuck. I hate spiders. Two creatures I'm deathly afraid of: spiders and sharks.
Oh well, look what we have here.
There's... what are you idiots doing in here? This is like a spider den. That giant ugly thing was over here. I killed it last time I played. Poop water. Stupefy! Button! I have Stupefy where it acts like a... if they get hit by it, it acts like a... what's it called? Not a charm.
So foul.
Curse. It acts like a curse. So after they're cursed, they get more damage dealt to them. Very important to have. Alright, so now I have to use the Maxima potion. What are we walking up to? a mongrel. Whoa. That was insanity.
Excellent.
You're attacking me, fool. Come on, there's gotta be something else. Oh, I don't have the stone skin anymore. That was short-lived.
Must have been quite stately in it.
Sometimes I like to just run to places. Other times I use the broom. Mostly I just teleport. It looks like this one is gonna need the broom. Hello, welcome. Just playing some Hogwarts Legacy as House Slytherin character. My goal is to be as Slytherin as possible. Because usually I play a people pleaser. Oh, that's a thing right there. Ka-chow. A wooden cat. Oh, there's another thing. That one. Have to find all those silly little things hidden inside the castle is so annoying. There's like tons of things to do in this place. I have not completed it all the way on any of my games. And I don't know that I'm going to make that a goal to try and 100% it. I think that would take a long time. I put over, I think it was 150 hours on my Hufflepuff character. And I didn't find everything. So I don't know if I'm going to be putting that much time into it. Now, if they release the DLC, that's different. They're talking about releasing the DLC for the Triwizard Tournament. And if they do that, then I'll probably dump a lot of hours into this game, even more. So, let's go. Haha. But yeah, so I'm like really anticipating that DLC. Like, I'm typically not one to buy a DLC. Unless like I feel like I really need it, because you know, you already spend so much money on the games, and just I don't know, like a couple of the Pokemon games they released on the Switch, they added DLC to it so you could go to like different parts of it. Those I have purchased, but only because like it's new area and more Pokemon that you can find. So I find the value in that. I beat Breath of the Wild. I did not buy the DLC for Breath of the Wild. I don't really care about a motorcycle in Breath of the Wild. I like my horses.
I completed your assignment.
So
Good.
it's just
You should
stuff
be ready
like that.
to learn to pose.
I have to find value in it in order to put money into it.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your
The
classmates about the
enchanted
halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Let's see. Do we have enough for anything else? No. Alright. Another one it is. Okay, so we need to change out. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. Now we can push that stupid boulder down the hill for the Merlin challenge. We don't have lock opening yet. This should be completed. And let's see, what else do we have that we can do in the castle? Need Sebastian. It's a room of requirement. I do need that because of making potions and other things that are necessary. So we'll do that. It's a good move. Oh, that's right, I leveled up. Let's try core. Basic cast impacts reduce spell cooldown. Okay. Hello, welcome. Holding down dodge allows you to vanish quickly and reappear nearby. Well, I've been dodging a lot more this game. Must be able to cast Defendo. I don't have that. Oh, that one. Yep. And then collections. I hate the little exclamation marks that show up on the things. It bothers me. It's like my OCD thing. Get out of the way, girl. Man, they released this game on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm baffled as to why they did that when the Nintendo Switch does not even support 10K or 4K or 1080p. It's only goes up to 720, and the processing speed of what the Switch can do is nowhere near the power of what like an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a computer can do. So it just doesn't make sense. I have played this on the Xbox Series X, which is what we're currently playing on right now. And I've also played it on the Xbox One X. And initially I started playing this game on the Series X at my buddy's house. And he let me play it whenever like a bunch of our friends came over and they played Magic. Because I don't really... I don't want to become that nerdy. I will not join the Magic the Gathering nerds. I play D&D, I play video games, and I read smut books. I don't need to add my hat into any other nerdy rings. So I just...
Understood. We can talk more
I just play...
Not even the
I just play that instead.
Place.
And so when it took like maybe 6 months almost after its release, and they finally put it on the Xbox One X,
it's well disguised.
I bought it, you know, because I'd played the game. I really loved it, and I started playing it, and all my account information is on my buddy's Xbox, so it's all my account stuff that I was playing. And when I got to an area where I needed to go through some doors, it took literally like 45 seconds to go through a door. I like Magic the Gathering, it's fun. See, I
She loved that.
Magic is
infernal game.
difficult because
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again.
there's different
I
kinds
should
of
tell
cards.
you,
They do
I
different
swore to
things.
Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please,
It's
keep this
you
between
make
us.
certain decks,
He never confided
and you
in
don't know what
anyone.
other people's decks are
But
gonna
he's
be
trusted
like.
me since the
You have
day
to
we
make your
met.
own deck and then
wouldn't wanna
know what
jeopardize
each
that.
card does
We
and
used
how
to
it
sneak in
affects
here
other
almost
cards that are in
daily.
play. And it's just
We've
like a
never been caught.
real lot of remembering things and knowing how to play right. And I would rather just play Dungeons and Dragons or pick up a video game where, yeah, the video games are all, the controls are different from each other, and sometimes I have to remind myself how to play. Like, oh yeah, oh Kevin, thank you for the follow. Just trying to like keep all of them together and separate at the same time. Also, because I play on majorly Nintendo and Xbox, I constantly have to remind myself, okay, the Y is at the top on Xbox, but it's on the side on Switch, and the X is on the top, but on the side on Xbox. So it's like that kind of stuff.
Full of secrets.
Since I have permanent mommy brain after having 3 kids, I have a deck that lets me win if I get 20 treasure tokens. See, that is crazy. Like, acquiring something that gives you an auto win, that's insane. And that's what's crazy about Magic. And my friend, who he loves Magic, he's got thousands of dollars worth of cards. He has thousands of dollars worth of cards that are open, and there's some that are not open. And he's saving them to sell them, to resell them, to make like more money, and he's already done it like a handful of times. In fact, I think he sold a ton of his cards to help him pay for his Tesla truck, his Cybertruck. So it's like, you do you. You guys nerd out on that. It's really funny. In February, we have like 3 or 4 friends that all have birthdays in February. So we do this huge gathering where they all play Magic and I just play on the Xbox. And we like drink and hang out and have like food and stuff, but I can't get into the Magic. I can't do it. They have tried to tempt me with countless decks that they've offered to make me. One of my favorite mythical creatures are dragons. I mean, how could you not love dragons, right? And so he's offered to make me a dragon deck. He offered to make me a deck with unicorns, but that's not really my thing. I'm not really for the horned ponies. He's offered to make me a like World of Warcraft inspired deck because I used to play World of Warcraft. I was like, no. There's an Assassin's Creed deck, and I was like, no. Maybe a little bit. I thought about it for like a second. He's also tried like a dinosaur deck. I'm trying to think what else. A wolf deck. But yeah, I just
Ready to actually try it out?
I can't do Magic.
Stick to the targets.
I can't do it. It's a very expensive hobby. Not like 40,000k. Warhammer. Not like that. You don't have to make your minis and paint them and spend all that money and time doing that, but I just can't do it. Oh, it's supposed to be Confrigo. Whoopsie! Look at me, not paying attention again. It feels great. This is my favorite spell, I'm not gonna lie. I love lighting my enemies on fire.
It's a tad hot.
For a water sign, I'm a bit of a pyromaniac.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Maybe that's what draws me to it, because it's like the opposite of what I am. Alright. Oh, that's cute. Some horse armor. Very cute. I have a friend that likes Warhammer. Yeah, I know a couple people who play Warhammer, and
I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced
he's
Confringo,
got
we
minifigs
singed our
that are
eyebrows.
sitting on a shelf waiting
I
to be
swore we'd
painted.
never
He
live it
just
down.
doesn't have the time to
To
do
this
it.
day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
I'm ready for more spells like this. Hell yeah. Hello, Aaron. Welcome.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came
Hello,
from.
Eva and
Been
Willie.
practicing similar spells here for ages.
Thank you for the likes,
I
Aaron.
didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't
How's
been
it
here in
going?
some
It's
time.
going very well.
It's not the same without her.
I'm sorry about your
This
sister.
is my third run through of the game.
can
I'm
do.
playing
Perhaps
as a
when I next head to
Slytherin
Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
student.
She could use
I've
some cheering
played
up.
as Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. So now we're just going Slytherin, and I'm trying to be as Slytherin as possible. So I'm trying to be a little aggressive towards other people. I'm not going to
She
be a
misses
people
Hogwarts.
pleaser, which I've
She's been
done
stuck at home with our guardian.
more times than I
Uncle
can
Solomon.
count in games.
Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
Yeah, first
What
time
we
as
feel your
Slytherin.
student will be
So
precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers.
I'm trying to play as a
By
true
the way,
Slytherin would.
What was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think
That's
I
the
took
best
from
way
the
I've heard.
Gringotts.
Well, okay, so
When were you there?
Professor Fig and I
if
were after the dragon attack.
if you
There was
play as
this
Hufflepuff,
key.
which
A portkey
I
to Gringotts.
Well, it's
I
all a
have
bit
altered
complicated.
feelings
I'm
about
listening.
Hufflepuff. Zelda, be careful. Hufflepuff is the only class that is allowed to go in a quest line to Azkaban prison. So that is good because book number 3 is my favorite, Prisoner of Azkaban. Stop, Zelda. You are messing it up. Sorry, my cat is like moving it all around. She's very heavy. Zelly, stop. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Just lay down. Come here.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some
Silly
pages.
girl.
That's about it.
Pity.
Yes, she is a bad kitty.
Didn't think you'd
Have I
disappoint me
ever
with so
played
vague an
Helldivers 2?
answer.
No, I have
I
not.
suppose with both Rookwood and
I've heard
Ranrock
it's
after
very
you,
much like
a bit more time practicing the
that
blast and
movie.
curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And
What's that
remember,
movie called?
keep
The
this
funny movie
place
with the
between
aliens where they
us.
have to fight the
When I head to
not
Feldcroft,
Super
I'll
Troopers,
send
but
you an owl.
Super Troopers is about. Is it Super Troopers? I can't remember. Hi, Scary Larry. Uh-oh. We got caught. Starship Troopers, that's it. Yes, Super Troopers is the Canadian comedy about the cops
Hello,
and the
Hominus. I was just
highway
heading to our
patrol.
common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Heinlein. Yeah.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No
Ooh,
one stumbled
getting threatened
upon
by the
that
blind
room.
bully.
Sebastian told you, didn't he? you breathe a word about this place to anyone, not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My
Starship
father was
Troopers
friends with
is
the
a fun
headmaster.
movie.
I'm not
It is a
afraid
very
to
fun movie.
exploit that connection if I need to.
Although the director of the movie didn't really read the book and took it in a German extremist direction. Oh, I haven't read the book either.
I don't need you to tell me about
You
my
should try
oldest friend.
Helldivers 2.
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Okay, let's see what we got going on. Zelda, can you stop? I'm not trying to pet you right now. Go away. Ow! You bit me. Professor Sharp's assignment. Oh, we better help that dude with his delivery. Zelda, you're being a punk. Back to the map. Oh, that's right. World map. Oh, snap. That's right. It's down there. So we'll fly here. Be nice, Zelda. LOL. She doesn't know how to be nice. She does love bites. If you don't give her attention, she will bite you when she wants it. Ow. Ow. Dude, stop it. Stop. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, yes I am going the wrong way.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Sounds about right. Yep. She's a tuxedo. And from what I've been gathering online, tuxedos are very similar in traits. Kind of like how orange cats are like dual cell brained. I have an orange boy and he's very 2 brain cells, only one works at a time sort of guy. Poor Link. Oh, you had a tuxedo? Yeah, I mean, Zelda, she's good. She's just, you know, she's the princess and she knows she's the princess and she decides how she is going to be treated at any given time. Like with my kids, she loves babies. I think because they can't really do anything to her. So when I would hold my kids in my arms and she'd be right there, she would sometimes lick the tops of their heads. But then as soon as they start walking around or crawling or I don't know, anything, she would just run away from them. But now she's getting used to them. They're also learning to be nice, have softer hands. So I think that also is helping with it.
Did he have you brew them for him as well?
And
you could probably do it better than he
ours
can
was male,
anyway.
so I guess they're better adjusted. Well, I think, you know, every cat's different. My orange boy is not the smartest, but he's also very sweet, and he lets the kids literally do anything they want to him. He's never bitten or scratched them.
You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
So he's like one of the best cats that we have in the house right now. But Zelda is
I'd rather not. But if
I
you
got
insist.
her. I rescued her. Her mom either died or I don't know, got killed or something. But she was abandoned in an area, a construction area. Another friend of mine, he was working on the cables up the large poles, and he heard crying from kittens, and he found her and her 2 brothers. And he was there for 12 hours in the day. The mom never came. The kittens cried all day that he was there, so he didn't want to leave them. And he took them home. And then he posted on Facebook that same day if anybody wanted a kitten, picture of him holding the 3 of them. And I saw Zelda with her little white toes and her little white around her nose, and I was like, her brothers were completely black. And I was like, yep, that's the cat that I want. And so I took her, and I took her that night, and I started feeding her. She was already eating wet food, and so she was probably around, thank you, Isabel. She was probably around 4 to 5 weeks old at that time. And at the time I had my Great Dane. He was like maybe 3 or 4. Wait, no, he's 10 now, so he was 4. Yeah, he was 4. And she was not afraid of him at all. And he loved her immediately, Thor. And so he, like, was all up in her business constantly. And then Ares was always trying to give her kisses. Ares is my Malamute. And so, yeah, I saved Zelda. And she has been my heart cat ever since. If I'm sad or upset or just feeling down, she's the one that's right there for me. She's my little black and white shadow. So she doesn't always get along with kids well, but she loves me, and that's like probably the best part of it.
It's a pleasant surprise.
And then I got Link because she was a crazy kitten who would like fight with me at night and try and bite me and get me to play with her, run across my face while I'm trying to sleep. I am her human. She picked me. And so then I saw at my local animal shelter that they were doing $6 kittens, and that included the neuter or the spay. And I was like, well, I'll just go look and see if there's any that, like, you know, I could possibly think about bringing home. And then I saw Link. And I could not leave without him. So I paid the $6, and I had to wait to pick him up until after he got neutered the following week. But when I brought him home, they immediately liked each other. She was like, what the heck is this thing? Constantly trying to like play with him and stuff, and he was just wanting to follow her and do everything that she was doing. And they're inseparable now, so they fight with each other and love each other within minutes. It's crazy. They act like siblings, like they were part of the same litter. This place is not that small.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Did I not initiate the thing? Yes, I did. So which one is it? What is it? I don't know which one this is. Oh wait, there's a thing under the bridge. It's a chest. With glasses. Lame. Oh wait. Oh. Okay, so I have to find the giant ball. It's probably up on this hill. The Malamute puppies are so cute. Yes, they are. Yeah, I'm supposed to go invisible. I'm not doing the quest right now. I got distracted by the Merlin challenges. And gathering resources. Where is the ball? There's the cows. See, you should be able to pet these cows because they don't run away. They don't charge you. You should just be able to give it a small pet. But no. You can only pet kitties in this game. Well. I guess I'll just do the quest. And kick Twitch and YouTube as well. Yes, I am. I'm trying to build my streaming career, and so I am on everything that I can think of. I know there's one called Trovo. I've only heard of it because Streamlabs has a spot for it where you can add a link. So I'm not familiar with it. But I started on Twitch, and then I was streaming on Twitch for a while, and then I added YouTube, and then but sometimes YouTube is silly because it will make you, so I was using OBS to begin with, to stream. And on OBS, you know, you get the stream keys and the stream URL, and you put it in to the whole system. And then for whatever reason, YouTube has to refresh its information, even though it's exactly the same key, it's exactly the same URL. And so YouTube can have issues with streaming. Yeah, so that's one of the issues I was having, is I would like hit the stream button and then it would only stream to Twitch. And then I would go and I would check my YouTube and it would say, oh, send the link for the streaming software, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I did. It's supposed to do that automatically. That's the point of OBS. Is so that you don't have to do that all the time and so you can multi-stream. Well, then I was Googling, I forget what I was looking for. It was something that had to do with streaming, and it popped up Kick. And so I started looking into Kick, and I was like, what is this? I've never heard of it. And apparently Kick is a platform that allows newer streamers, and it centers around the newer streamers. Oh, I did the wrong potion. Dang it. And it helps people like get seen easier, I guess, than Twitch. So I signed up for all of them. Oh, there's the ball. It's up. Get up on the ramp. Go. No. Dumb thing. I have to push it all the way over. Across the bridge, I think. Alright. Give 3 potions to the lady. Hopefully the ball resets. I watch Djibouti show on there and it'll buffer halfway through the stream. Yeah, and sometimes I've had connection issues like that too on YouTube where it will be just fine, and then I go check on my YouTube channel and see if everything is like working smoothly. And thank you for the likes. And it will be like stuck at like a point way further down, and it's like, what is going on? Like, I've never had these problems with Twitch before. It's less restrictive than Twitch as far as content. Yeah, Kick is, yes. So, but they do have some rules, like you can't play adult games. And I didn't know, like, I saw that Twitch has the rules too, that you can't play adult games, and I was like, what kind of adult games are you talking about? Like that Catherine game? I've never played it, but I just know from like pictures, it's not like the best game for children to see. And there's like X material of games out there that I had no idea existed. So that tells you that someone at one point in time was streaming that content and then they got in trouble for it. That they have to create a list of things. I should sell some stuff. Because I'm poor. Oh, that one went up. And that one is down. See ya.
This will do just fine. Thank you.
Oh, that one is up. And that one is up. And that one is down. And down. And down. That one is up. That one is down. And that one is down. And down. And up. Oh, wow. You're welcome. Now we need to change our gear, because what in the world are we doing?
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
One more. They were bootleg Atari games that were dirty. Oh. So, last weekend, I went over to the East Coast. I got to walk the stage for my graduation for my Bachelor's of Science. And while we were there, we went to this mall, and it was like a decent sized mall. I mean, the malls over here are all empty because the landlords are charging way too much. So it was good to actually see. Oh, thank you. It was actually good to see like a mall that like people were at inside of, and there was a game store in there. They had like a couple of the old style arcade games, and they had Xbox games and Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, GameCube, anything you could. I live on the West Coast. I'm in California. And so they were selling all these different games, and then I was looking at some of the Pokemon titles, and they were not normal. And the pictures were like things I'd never seen before. And I've played all of the mainstream Pokemon games aside from the dungeon ones, the dungeon mystery ones, because I hate those games. I played them, like, I think I played like one or two of them, and I was like, these games are ridiculous. And so I was asking the like guy behind the counter, I'm like, what's up with these games? Like, why does it say like it's Pokemon Green, but it's in the wrong shape, and there's like a weird other word on it underneath it? He goes, oh, fans made that game. And I was like, what do you mean fans made the game? He said, well, fans went in and they made it more mature for adults to play. And I was like, oh my gosh, people actually do that? Yes, homebrew. That's right. But I didn't think that you could buy homebrew in a store in the mall. I thought homebrew was like a, maybe on Etsy. I don't even know if they could sell that stuff on Etsy. Or, you know, some part of the internet that you shouldn't be buying stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that was interesting. Definitely a new thing to see. Wasn't expecting it at all. I did not think about buying any of it because they were like $30 for one. And it's like, why would I want old graphics like that? No. Pass. Nope, there's all sorts of video game stores that sell stuff like that. Wow. Did they have any Japanese video games? They did. But the Japanese ones you can't play unless you have a Japanese console, or you break your jailbreak your console to be able to read the Japanese. So I didn't buy those either. I heard Tennessee's nice. I've bought Moonshine from there when we went through many years ago. They have adapters depending on the consoles. That's true. The GameCube does have a adapter for the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games. I do own that thing, but nah, that kind of stuff's not for me. Plus, a lot of the time when I'm playing games, it's like my kids are right there, so I don't want them, you know, seeing that kind of stuff. Right now, streaming, they're all asleep, so it's a little bit different, but there's more cows that you should be able to pet, but you can't because the game's mean. Game developers are mean. I think the Japanese Super NES games have extra tabs or something, but they'll work with the North. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. Yeah, the American systems. When I lived in Japan, I actually went to a game store and purchased Pokemon Green version, which is the Japanese version of, I believe, Blue, because I think they were Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green. Yes, I am actually a veteran of the Air Force, and I was stationed in Japan on the the northern part of the main island. I was there from 2011 to 2013. I was there for the huge tsunami earthquake too, so that was a pretty crazy experience. And then after... Oh, thank you. You don't have to thank me. I would do it again in a heartbeat. What? I can't open mount it. Oh, that's right. But yeah, so when I lived there, I got the Japanese Pokemon Green version. I never played it. I just wanted to own it. I have family who are Navy veterans. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I picked Air Force because I wanted to be security forces for some dumb reason, so... I had dreams of grandeur that it would be something that it wasn't. And my recruiter sold it as like this badass job where you know, deal with domestic disturbances and you stop people from bringing drugs on the installation and busting down doors and arresting people. And I was like, oh, that looks really cool. The video looked like it could have been something out of like The Expendables. And so I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And then I found out, well, I already kind of knew it. I found out that I'm not a very confrontational person. And to have to be confrontational for your job, that sucked. Like to do it constantly. Like, it's one thing to do it when you're deployed and you're downrange, but to do it every single day. And like, I, in my early 20s, had a lead foot, so I like to speed, and so it felt wrong for me to like pull people over for speeding on the installation when I speed on the installation. And I didn't slow down, so I was just giving people tickets and doing the same thing. It was bad. So we're basically military DEA then. Not exactly. As security forces, you're more like security guards and police officers. At the very basic level, like beat cops. Yeah, so you like, most of the time, depends on what installation you're on, what kind of rules they have. In Japan, we had an agreement with the Japanese nationals, so they worked the gates, so all of the cops could do actually law enforcement things. When I was in Kansas, we didn't have anyone to work the gates, so we worked the gates. So you're either on the gates, you're on the flight line, or you're doing law enforcement. And the law enforcement they saved for the higher ups. So that sucked. So somewhere between MP and NCIS. Yes. So NCIS, like, they're their own entity, like, they're awesome. You have to, like, train and study to go be a part of NCIS, and you have to have college to back you also. But yeah, the security forces are military police. Just, they have a fancy name, because in the Air Force, we like to be fancy. But, yeah, so it is what it is. Not the gobstones. Of course. Acquire and use a Thunder Brew potion against enemies. Okay, let's do that. Because we need that potion ability. Do I have one? Maxima focus. No. Oh, I gotta buy it from that guy. Where is that guy? Let's look on the map. There he is. Oh wait, he's right there. Whoops.
Come on in.
Thunderbrew, 1,000?
Do you need any?
Uncool. Like, I'm just a poor student.
A wise decision.
They take advantage of these children.
I hope to see you again. Farewell
Money.
for now.
Buy this. Buy that. Stuff is expensive. Where do you think money comes from? Trees? It doesn't. Not even in the wizarding world. You gotta do stuff. Okay, now I gotta find an enemy. So we're gonna go to the the forest. Where is that? Right there. Forbidden Forest. Paper money comes from trees. Technically, yes. Okay. So there's that. Like, Monopoly comes from trees. Our money technically comes from trees because it's printed from paper, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't just, like, go out to your tree and shake it and pay with that. That's what I mean. The daffodils are acting up again. Alright, let's find an enemy. And do the thunder brew on them. Yeah, I need a money tree too. So when you find one, you let me know where to get those seeds. Or if there's like a pubescent one I can like hopefully not kill because I am a complete black thumb. Oh, they're dudes. They're humans. Let's kill the humans. Where are you at, you bad person?
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
Yes, I will do it again. Yeah! We did it, we did it. Wait. Okay, I think we're good. That's a pretty creepy potion. Yeah, I have a black thumb. I kill plants. The only plant I've been able to keep alive was an orchid. One time. I've had several orchids since her. Her name is Vampira Stella. She's named after Stella Artois, my favorite beer. And the reason that she's a vampiress is because she's the style of orchid that has like the leaves that look like its jaws, like this, like fangs. So Vampira Stella is her name. Yeah, Stella's a good beer. I like the light beers. Like Heffenweiser is probably my favorite style of beer. And I like the blondes. I will drink Corona. And I like Blue Moon. But Stella Artois is my favorite. I started drinking it on vacation in England before it came to the US. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. When I was over in Virginia, we went to a German pub or German bar, and I had a, what was it called? It was like a Heffenwaltz or something of that nature. And that thing was huge. It was very blonde and it was very delicious. Like, I wish we could have more stuff like that in the United States. I should have had, so it was like Heffenweisen, but it was, thank you for the like, Sarah.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
It was a wheat beer.
I trust you are
it was
meticulous
called,
in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
I could probably find it on my phone. I took a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it. Haha, I found it. It was called Crystalwise. And, a Wechain Stefan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Thank you for the likes, Kels. It's a ABV 5.4%, and a crystal clear filtered wheat beer with citrus and banana. I will admit I did not taste any banana. When I taste wine or anything like that, there's people that are like, oh, I can taste the undertones of blah, blah, blah. I can't taste any of that. I just taste, it tastes like wine. It tastes like beer. What's that? Yeah, I'm not like a connoisseur.
Well, I don't know
I think I
about
may have had something like that. Love watching people play. I can't wait to get the game. It is a great game, Kels. I'm on my 3rd playthrough, and I'm currently playing as a Slytherin, trying to be extra Slytherin. Good night, I like bread. So I'm being a little bit more
Let's see how you fare with Diffindo.
kind of Slytherin-esque, and usually I play as a people pleaser. So it's like going against the grain with how I usually play. Where it tastes like citrus going down with a banana aftertaste. I guess I didn't taste any banana. I just tasted that it was good and I liked it.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp
And it
on
was in a
Diffindo.
really big glass. It was like as big as my head.
Practice here in the classroom. For your
If you look on my profile
that of everyone else.
on TikTok, I have a video
Do you have a moment?
that I made.
you intend to use
I'm pretty sure that is in it. Let me make sure. Do. Is it this one? Nope, I didn't add the food. Okay, I only did the places that we went to. So I'll have to make a video about the food that we had. But we tried really hard to stay away. Thank you for the likes. I tried really hard to stay away from chain restaurants. You know, when you go somewhere else, like all the way across the country, you want to try like new things. There were a couple chains that we stumbled upon.
Spent years tracking down
One being an Italian place called Maggiano's Little Italy. I thought it wasn't a chain.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
My navigator agreed it wasn't a chain, and then when we asked him, he was like, "Nah, it's a chain. We're a chain." Apparently, there's 3 in the state of which I live. There's one in Las Vegas that's really popular, I guess. And there were like 2 or 3 in Virginia. Possibly one in Maryland. Like, they are... Yeah, it's totally a chain. Yeah, I didn't know that. I never heard of that place. Like, the Italian places that we have in the area would be friggin' Olive Garden, Strings, and
from the moment we stepped onto the ship, I barely escaped with my life.
well, our Strings actually closed.
Wasn't so lucky.
So I can't think of any other, like, Italian place. Like a true, like, Olive Garden is not a true Italian
But
place.
survival is not guaranteed for any of us.
We're finally getting In-N-Out here in West Tennessee. Wow. Yeah, In-N-Out is amazing. Okay, so you're in Tennessee. So you probably have Zaxby's. I miss Zaxby's. I used to live in South Carolina for a time. For a couple years there. And I love Zaxby's. I love Aldi's, the grocery store. We don't have that out here. And then what was the third one that I really liked? Oh, Waffle House. Zaxby's rocks. I live in Georgia. Yes, it does. I love Zaxby's. Their wings are always amazing. I'm a flats girl over the drums. I will always pick all flats over anything else, and I like that they cater to that. Yes, you pay a little bit more, but so what? Who cares? Their fry sauce is amazing. Their food is amazing. I miss Zaxby's so much. I wish they would bring Zaxby's to the West Coast. We need it. And they should bring Waffle House to the West Coast too. Because while the restaurants are dirty, the food is cheap, and the food is good. I used to get my eggs capped and diced. So mushrooms and tomatoes with my eggs. That was my favorite. And they have sweet tea that is so good. I mean, arguably, all of the sweet tea in the South is amazing. But I really liked Waffle House's sweet tea. I remember the first time I ever made sweet tea from scratch at home, and my ex-mother-in-law was like, put 3 cups of sugar in there. I was like, 3 cups of sugar in this pitcher? Oh, and she didn't wash her pitcher. Her pitcher was glass, and all she would do was like a light rinse because she wanted to keep the flavor of the tea like ingrained into it. So kind of like a cast iron, but like a glass pitcher. I thought that was very interesting. And her tea was always amazing. So I don't know if that was like, I can't argue with that. I used to like sweet tea even before I knew what sweet tea was. So my friends used to make fun of me when I was like in high school because we would go to a restaurant and I would get tea and then I would just dump sugar packets into the tea. Like probably 3 or 4. And they would make fun of me. They were like, oh, you don't like your tea like that, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna get diabetes, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I have taste buds. I like sweet tea. And then when I went to the South, they drink sweet tea. Like all the time. Everywhere, there's sweet tea. And it's like, this is amazing. I've been making this at home in, like, making this at the restaurants, and I didn't even know this was a thing. It was awesome. I love sweet tea. Return to Albie. But yes, Georgia. Okay, so there's this place that I've talked to a few people about it. Some people know about it, some people don't. I think it's closer to the South Carolina Georgia line, and it's called Reinhardt's. They serve oysters mainly, like seafood, oysters, hush puppies, things of that nature. And we went there. We had to drive 2 hours from Camden, South Carolina to get there. And I remember being like, I don't understand why we're driving 2 hours to go to somewhere to eat. But after we went down there, I completely understand. Oysters are amazing. That place, Reinhardt's, amazing. Kels, have you ever been to Reinhardt's? Yep, just come on down to the South and we'll treat you right. That's true. The South is so nice. It took a while for me to get used to it. But, like, when you are standing outside your front yard or, like, getting your mail or maybe going to your car and someone drives by you, they wave at you. And they don't know you. But they're waving at you to be nice. That was trippy for me. Because in California, we don't. You don't. You don't wave at people in California unless you know them. And then it's like, it's crazy. So when I was in South Carolina, I was, Southern hospitality. Yeah, no one says hi to each other in Vegas. Yeah, because everyone's like, you know, in their own little bubble and don't really, on the West, we don't really do that kind of stuff. And I remember I was outside with my ex-husband and this guy drives by and he's like, good morning. And I was like, do you know that guy? And he goes, no, I don't know him. And I'm like, what? Why did he just... Why did this just happen? Like, this is not normal. And he was like, no, that is normal. Everyone does that here. You go to the grocery store, you'll get stopped by like 50 people talking. Like, conversations, talking. Don't go to the grocery store with my mom. You will not be out of there for at least 3 hours. And it's true. Southern people love to talk. They love to be nice. They love to talk. They love your business. They love to be in your business. But I mean, who doesn't want a little like outside drama that doesn't really have anything to do with you? I mean, everyone likes the tea. Everyone wants to spill the tea, right? We want to drink the tea. You want to hear the tea. It just makes sense. After living in South Carolina for roughly 2 to 3 years, I moved back to California, and I tried, like, I was used to it, so I would like wave to people, and they would stare at me like I was a crazy person, like I was on drugs, because in California, if you don't know the person, you don't do that. Well, at least you're in Northern California. Yes, I'm in the north. NorCal is where it's at. SoCal is... The only good thing they got going for them is Disneyland and Universal Studios and the other theme parks that are down there. That's it. The traffic sucks. The gas prices suck. The cost of everything is so high in LA. I can't imagine why anybody would want to live down there. Okay, I take that back. I can imagine why you'd want to live down there if you are an annual pass holder of Disneyland and you literally go there like at least once a week or once a month or what have you to make it worth it. That's it. I want to be an annual pass holder. Okay, or to be an actor. That's true. But there's a lot of people that go to Hollywood for that dream and it never pans out. I don't recommend it. California is very expensive. Get found another way. That's my thing. Hollywood's pretty cool. Like, going to Hollywood and like seeing the stuff and like the wax museum and well, there's wax museums all over the place. This is not my first playthrough. This is my third. So my first playthrough was Ravenclaw because I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm very creative, driven to learn, you know, witty, not very humble. And then my second playthrough, I chose Hufflepuff. And the reason I chose Hufflepuff is because I found out that you get to go to Azkaban. And book number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, is my favorite Harry Potter book. So I wanted to go to Azkaban, but like the area that you go to sucks. It's very small. Yeah, so this is my third playthrough. Let's see. Yep. So as I'm Slytherin, I'm trying to be super Slytherin. So I'm sassy. I don't do anything for free.
But where's the fun
I'm
in
driven.
simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madam
Little whiny
Scribner there were
Gryffindor.
my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
What level am I on?
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate
see.
it. One of the books is my diary.
Right now,
I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could
I'm
collect
level
them
14.
and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I've done... I need to unlock the Room of Requirement. I haven't done that stuff yet, because while I like the Room of Requirement, I also hate the Room of Requirement. Because I hate the whole tutorial part where you have to go through and do the stupid things they want you to do. Put the things on the wall, build the disc, blah, 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 blah. I hate that. But you also kind of need it for the potions and stuff. You gotta be Malfoy levels of Slytherin. LOL. That is exactly what I'm going for. I want to be Draco so bad in this game. I don't have a way to, like, tell my father about this. But, you know. You're required to go to the Room of Requirement. That is true. You are required.
I'm going to have to use... Got it.
Come
Only
towards
four
the
more to go.
edge, book. Gotcha. We already snuck into the library with Sebastian. Oh. One more. Today was a good day. That is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He is such a menace. Thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Ooh, the T. Arbroath? Arbroath? I don't know how to spell that. Smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer meat pie. Hello, Shonda. This is Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so that didn't count as one of the books. Oh my gosh. Of course it didn't. Fun. Okay, thanks. Yep. You're welcome. There it is. Gotcha. Way to go, Gareth. Yep. Where are you, book? Oh wait, there's a chest right there. Money. It vibrated, but why? Aha. Got it. I think I might keep her diary from her if that's a possibility. That would be a very Slytherin thing to do. Completely messed up. What would be even more messed up is if you could give the diary to the boy that was mentioned in it. No, why did you say that?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Yes.
Unless you want your
I'm a
classmates to know
Slytherin.
how
What
you
the hell
really
did you
feel
think?
about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
Yeah, you whiny Gryffindor.
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Boo-hoo.
I shall pay you, but you cannot begin to imagine
You probably
what I shall
shouldn't
be
have
writing
trusted
about
me.
you next.
Should have got a Hufflepuff to do it for you. Or a Ravenclaw.
Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then
10 points to Slytherin!
practically competing with Imelda to see who's a more infuriating
Heck
know-it-all.
yeah.
I'm saving up for a new broom.
Alright.
I'll be going for the
We did her dumb thing. Located on the map. Oh, going back there. The English, definitely interesting, aren't they? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They love tea too.
Oh, you're back with something to report.
So I've actually been drinking my tea like the English for a long time. When I was in high school, one of my friends' moms, I went over to his house. I wasn't feeling very well. And she was like, have you ever tried putting like milk and sugar in your tea? And I was like,
Miss Ray's must have been shocked. Tell me,
what?
the broom?
You know, what? Like honey? Sure, I've heard about putting honey in tea, but like milk and sugar? Yeah, she's like, you do it in black tea. Like a breakfast tea or, you know, one of the dark teas. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. Ever since then, I have been hooked. I have been solid hooked. The Japanese do it too. They have the milk tea that you can buy in a can. Earl Grey, that's the one. Love that tea. I love all kinds of tea.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very
Yeah,
good
one of
feeling
my
about this upgrade.
favorite
I guarantee
memories
you'll
of
be
Japan
pleased.
is going
Expect
to
to hear from
a
me
vending
soon.
machine and buying a hot can of tea
How to address the
from
issue
it.
of
You
altitude
can also buy hot coffee too, like little shot glass, like size coffee. It was crazy. And that coffee had like so much espresso in it, like you got jacked up. But yeah. I love the English for many reasons. I have a couple friends that are from the UK, and I tease them constantly about adding extra vowels to words. Like favorite. There's no U in favorite. But they get so riled up when I say things like that, because they invented the language. And I really want to go to Japan and back to England. Yep. That'll do it. LOL, love Harry Potter. Yes, I love Harry Potter also. This game is awesome. I don't want to do the cross ones. Let's do the Summers thing. I think we're close-ish to the school. Pet the kitty. Favorite and color. Yep, that's right. Aluminium. Do they really call it that? Aluminium? If that's true, I'll have to ask my friends and see if they say that. Aluminium. That's crazy. Yeah, I had a friend in England, in the outs a bit right now though. I'm sorry about that. Aluminium. 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 That's crazy. Thank you. You have fun too, Shonda. That's crazy. I never knew that they said it like that. You know what else is a an interesting place? Australia. I've never been there. But when I've spoken to Australians, yep, I like that. I like the way that they talk. Laboratory. Yeah. Laboratory is so funny. It reminds me of Dexter's Laboratory.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game
which was
of
so
Summoner's
weird to me
Court.
because like he's a
I
little
think
kid,
it's
so
time
why
you
would
faced
he
a real
pronounce it like
opponent.
that?
Outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class.
Very
Summoner's
well.
Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of
Garage.
skill.
Yep.
A
That's
test of
another
a
one
witch or
that's
wizard's
really
mettle.
weird.
What say?
The garage.
I'm in. Let's do
Come
it.
on, Leander, what you got?
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
What you got? You got this one.
Nothing to it.
Oh no, I let go too early. Oh no! Shoot. Lucky shot, you little turd. I'm gonna break your ball away.
Lucky shot. Up here.
Oh. Can it reach it?
All in the wrist.
I think it will hit the bumper. This one might maybe. Get your fat head out of the way, Leander. Did not. Oh my gosh. I almost pulled it right into the...
I'll let you have that one. Up here.
Alright. I'm gonna go for the...
Try to beat that.
No! I didn't let go. I didn't let go.
Tie game.
I forgot to let
At least
go.
you didn't beat me.
Sure.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round.
Rude.
Care to go
Little
again?
cocky Gryffindor.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
Alright.
Up here.
Let's see if we can do it this time.
Nothing to it.
No! Ah.
Didn't think you were a match for me. Up here.
Applesauce. Okay. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can believe I did that. I watched myself do it. Oh my gosh.
Not bad. Not bad. Up here.
I can't beat him. Not this
All
round.
in the wrist.
Yep, I just screwed myself over. You piece of crap.
I've seen worse.
Did I win?
Wait, did I
I
win?
won.
I won.
Rude. Yes. I have to beat you.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Hit the bumper.
Summoner's Court.
Yeah,
The
stay over there.
ever-changing game.
Alright, no more sabotage. In this round. What is wrong with you? Didn't hold it long enough. Okay.
Try to beat that. Lucky shot.
Well, you leave me no choice.
Nothing to it.
Triple sauce. Oh my god. I did it again.
I'll let you have that one.
Alright, one more time.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Go ahead, Leander. Little turd bucket.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
How did he not utterly mess himself up?
All in the wrist.
100, please. 50, I mean. Sugar.
Not bad.
Now he's gonna fail on purpose. Because I've sucked so many times. Yeah, boy.
That was one for the ages.
Okay. All I have to do is keep it on the
Try to
board.
beat that.
I won.
Lucky shot. Well done. You beat me.
I think we're at a good stopping point there. That wasn't luck.
Bit of good luck. That's all.
Thank you for the follow, Kels.
I'm not lucky. I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Leander, there's no easy way to say this. Well, actually, there is. You're not cut out for it.
Well, you could have found a harder way to say it. But perhaps you're right. I'll let the others know you're good enough for them.
Alright. Well, it is 12:27 a.m. here, and my kids wake up early because they are terrible in that they wake up early with the sun. So, good night. I hope you guys have a good day, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for supporting me.